Welcome to the first annual Gorbos Gump Gamer Award!
No one makes me feel this way.
Take it to the chorus. Come here, girl.
Go ahead, be gone with it.
Come to the back.
Go ahead, be gone with it.
VIP.
Go ahead, be gone with it.
Drinks on me.
Go ahead,
Let me
be
see
gone
what
with
you're
it.
twerking with.
Go ahead, be gone with it.
Look at those hips.
Go ahead, be gone with
You
it.
make me smile.
After spending like 2.5 hours working on that, I think it's time to hop into the Game Awards. So right around 3 a.m. last night, I decided to come up with a bright idea to make the Gamer Awards. So here's the rules I put in place. So rule number 1 is that the games that I talk about have to be a game that I played in 2020, no ifs, ands, or buts, except for maybe in the honorable mentions. And the most important rule is rule number 2. Fuck Valorant. This is gonna be on the bad part of my list, and I'm telling you that from the start. I fucking hate that game.
And yes, it is because I'm fucking bad at the game, so don't fucking say anything about it.
Anyways, you can't forget about the categories. We got the goods, we got the bads, and we got the uglies. I tried to find 5 for each thing and maybe a few honorable mentions for each, so let's hop on right into it.
Super Mario in real life.
Besides whatever the fuck that was, we're gonna be talking about Rainbow Six Siege. That's my number 1 for the goods list. I love this game. It actually was revitalized for me this year. Felt like Operation Defibrillator was released. I just love the game. Picked it back up in September and had a blast with it. So the next game on the list is actually a game that did come out in 2020. It's called Phasmophobia. It's not only a great game just playing it regularly, but I ended up getting a VR headset this year, and it's actually pretty fun in VR too. It's a great game to play with your friends, and if you enjoy getting spooked a little bit, you'll definitely enjoy the game. Okay, so you're just gonna play with me then. First of all, can you please write in the book? Second of all, Elizabeth Jackson, Elizabeth Jackson, Elizabeth Jackson, Elizabeth Jackson, Elizabeth Jackson, Elizabeth Jackson, Elizabeth Jackson. Come on, do something. You're such a boring ghost. Elizabeth Jackson, do something. Oh God. Alright, so the next game I'm going to be giving an award to is Ghost Runner. Honestly, I'd say this game's better than Cyberpunk. It's just a lot of fun. Graphics are incredibly good looking. Game's just fun in general. It's fast paced. You can do whatever the hell you want. You can basically attack people in whatever fashion you like. It's also a great game for speedrunning. Just all around solid game. Second to last game on the list is going to be Need for Speed Heat. Need for Speed Heat, pretty solid game. It came out in 2019, but it came out on Steam in 2020. Plus, I put a lot of hours into it this year.
Bruh.
It's just a really fun game. I feel like it brought back the Need for Speed franchise after quite a few years of making pretty dog shit games. I really love this game. I like cars. I like the game. I like Need for Speed. Definitely earns a spot on the list. Now, last but not least, we're going to be talking about one of my most beloved games, Rocket League. I decided to come back to this game this year after kind of taking a little bit of a break playing the game on and off, but I started playing the game a lot more this year, and I'd like to say that I'm not as washed as I used to be, but yeah, I really enjoy this game, still do enjoy it, and can't wait to play it all throughout 2021.
Wait, hold on.
Try wait.
Okay, so for this category, I'm actually deciding to speedrun it, because you probably don't want to sit here and listen to me tilt over video games. But number 1 is obviously going to be Valorant. I said it earlier in the video. I don't want to even go into it right now. Second one is going to be Among Us. That game got milked so hard, and I'm so tired of seeing Among Us content. And if I see another Among Us video, I might rip my eyes out. Now, we're going to group the next 3 games in the same little genre, I guess you could say. We're going to call these ones a waste of $60. So, we got Madden 21. To be honest, I don't really know what I was thinking when I bought this game. I hadn't played a Madden game since probably around 2010, and it seems like the game has not changed. The next game in this little genre is going to be NBA 2K21. I played NBA 2K20, and to be honest, like I said, I don't know why I decided to buy this one. It is the same exact thing as the last game. And last and definitely least is going to be Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. This game was such a bummer for me. I was so excited for it. My favorite Call of Duty were the Black Ops series, and they decided to release this piece of shit, and it was just such a major bummer.
Perfect.
Sir, you got a war face? Ah! That's a war face! Now let me see your war face! Ah! Bullshit! You didn't convince me! Let me see your real war face!
Now, the last category, as you just saw, is called The Ugly. This category is reserved for games that might not have the best graphics, they might have a lot of bugs in them, but they're still fun to play, and overall, I did enjoy the experience. So let's hop into it. So the first game we're actually going to be talking about in the ugly category is going to be Cyberpunk 2077. I'm sure some of you saw this coming. The game is overall not the worst game ever, but I do have a few issues with it, other than the massive amount of bugs that are in the game. The police AI system's complete garbage. They just spawn behind you, which you can see in the clip, and it seems like the driving mechanics were made by someone who was tripping on shrooms. But overall, the game's not bad, but that's why I think it deserves a spot in the ugly category. Now, the next game we're going to be talking about is a really small free-to-play game called Paunch. One of my friends actually introduced me to this game. I genuinely thought he was joking when he originally said that we should play it, but I gave it a shot, and I honestly had a lot of fun in it for the few minutes that I played it. As you can see in the footage, it's basically just two sumos throwing rocks at each other, but it's pretty fun. Other than the fact that the graphics look terrible and it's pretty buggy. So I'm gonna put two of these games in the same category. I actually have two categories with two games in them left. We got Paladins and CSGO. I'm putting those in the same category, mainly because I used to play both of those games back in 2016 and I revisited them this year, and honestly, I enjoyed myself. Now, the very last category of the video is going to be aim trainers. We're going to put AimLab and Kovacs in the same category. I'm putting them in the uglies because they really don't look that pretty, and they just kind of train your aim. But they do the job well, and I got to give it to them. If you ended up watching till the end of the video, I truly do appreciate it. I put the most time I've ever put into editing into this video right here, and my goal for every video is to make my editing better and better. But if you ended up watching till the end, I truly do appreciate it. Oh, yeah, and the honorable mention goes to Brilliant Bob, one of the best games ever made. Gotta say, 10 out of 10 IGN would play again.
Some of them